With the NBA draft being over, teams now have drafted players that will change their future for the better or the worst. And some teams come out as winners and other teams come out as losers, but which teams are that this year? Well, let's dive right in by first starting negative, talking about the losers. The first loser is the Hawks. The Hawks were gift-wrapped the chance to draft a very good center prospect in Alex Sarr. While his offense is a work in progress, Sarr could have given the Hawks the rim protection they really needed. He's also very quick on his feet and has good hip fluidity, making him able to hold his own in space and play multiple pick and roll coverages. Sarr has the potential to be an all defensive level guy, which sounds great to put next to Trae Young, but instead they draft Zachary Risachet. Like, seriously? Yes, Risachet might seem like the ideal 3-and-D wing, but he has little shot creation upside. He's not a great athlete. He projects more as a good team defender than a guy that'll be like an all NBA level defender. That doesn't sound like a guy you draft with the first pick. The Hawks, in my opinion, just massively fumbled. My last loser is the Grizzlies. They had a chance to draft the center they really needed or draft a guy who could contribute from day one. They could have drafted center Khalil Ware or chosen Dalton Knecht, Tristan Da Silva, Devin Carter. Instead, they draft Zach Edey. Like, really? For me, Zach Edey was the 35th best player on my big board. The Grizzlies taking him at 9 was a massive reach. Yeah, they needed a center, and Edey is a center and over 7 foot, but there was better players available and his ceiling isn't high and his floor is low. I worry about him defending in space in the pick and roll. While it has gotten better, it still isn't good, and I don't know if it ever will be. Zach Edey is a very good post scorer, but that's the only thing he really excels at offensively, and he's not going to get a ton of post touches like he did in college. The Grizzlies just used the 9th overall pick on a guy that personally I think at his best is a good backup center. Now with the winners, my first winner is the Timberwolves, mainly because they got Rob Dillingham. They did that by trading 2 way in the future first round picks to the Spurs. I absolutely love Rob Dillingham's fit with the Timberwolves. He is simply a bucket. He's the best shot creator in this draft class, and he can also score well off the ball. Rob is also a good passer, making impressive live dribble passes, leveraging his scoring gravity. Defensively, there is concerns because he's undersized and he has a slim frame. Rob at best will be average defensively, but that's fine because he'll be surrounded by so many great defenders in Gobert, Jaden McDaniels, and in Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Not to mention, Rob gets to sit behind and be mentored by Mike Conley, who has been solid for his entire career and is just a pro's pro. The Timberwolves just made the conference finals and got the player I ranked 7th in this class. The next winner is the Lakers. Not going to lie, I was so worried about what my Lakers would do with the 17th pick, and guess what? They made a A+ draft pick drafting Dalton Knecht. The only reason he fell to us was because of his age, which should not be a valid reason anymore. Why a clear, very good prospect falls. So what makes Knecht a very good prospect? He's a good scorer, but he's also an elite shooter, shooting 40% from deep on 6 attempts a game while being the #1 option. He's great shooting from deep off the catch, spotting up, and coming off screens, which will translate immediately. Having movement volume shooters is big to having success in the modern NBA, and Knecht is one of those kind of players. Now he will have less of an offensive load and will be getting a lot more open shots because of how much defensive attention LeBron and AD command. Now, defensively, he will be average, but that's okay because he's not undersized, and what he gives you offensively negates that. My last winner is the Jazz. With the 10th pick, they got Cody Williams, and with the 29th pick, they got Isaiah Collier. The main reason the Jazz are one of my winners is because they drafted Isaiah Collier. I had him as the 5th best player in this class. Getting him at 29 is a steal. He's great getting to the rim. He's fast, but he's also very strong, allowing him to finish through contact well, and he can use his strength to create space when driving. Most of his drives are self-created. How great he is getting rim pressure will translate, which gives him a good foundation for his game. Yes, his outside shooting is a concern, but I believe he can become an average outside shooter. His form is not bad or past beyond saving, and he dealt with some injuries, and the USC as a whole was not a good basketball environment. If Collier just becomes an average outside shooter, that would give him the needed counter to completely open up his offensive game. Defensively, he has the frame and physical tools to be a solid team defender as long as he gives consistent effort. I appreciate you watching this video. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe. Let me know in the comments your winners and losers of the draft. See y'all in the next one.